appreciate what you have done, Warden, and I apologize for putting one of your rank through such trials. I am Lord Pyrell Harrowmont, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne. You may not know the story, but Balin is actually the youngest of three. Endrin's eldest, Trian, was murdered in the Deep Roads not a year ago. His middle son was found standing over the body and was exiled. But I've always found it suspicious that Balin knew just where to look. Endrin loved his sons too much to voice such suspicions. But he knew Balin's only interest in ruling was to further his own power. Balin resents me because I did not believe his setup. I wanted a full investigation, a trial, not this knee-jerk reaction. It speaks poorly of Balin that Endrin himself was the first to think that he should not be trusted. I have never sought the throne. My role was to serve Endrin, first as his advisor, then as an elected Desher in the Assembly. Harrowmont has never been king, and I always assumed Trian would rule after his father. But both Endrin and my colleagues have asked me to step up, and I will not back down when Orzammar needs me. The Assembly represents the voices of the wisest, most noble families. While we need a single king to preside over important functions and lead us in battle, the Assembly better represents all in Orzammar. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king. And right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal carter she runs? The Assembly receives pleas every day from the common folk, begging that something be done about her. So far, no one has managed. Jarvia hides her base in Dust Town, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but casteless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city. Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Jarvia in Dust Town. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served. I must confess I didn't expect you back so soon. I've heard nothing of Dust Town. Did you find Jarvia? Her lair is in Dust Town, the bottommost level of the city where casteless and criminals hide. From my understanding, she started as an underling to a smuggler named Barat, who died just before the king. Everything's been so chaotic since then that she nearly doubled her operations in months. I've already hinted to the Assembly that I might have a big announcement soon.
His Lordship appreciates your support. Welcome to Lord Harrowmont's estate.
It's done. Yes, of course. You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. As you say.
Harrowmont has suckered the one. Balin will not allow it.
Let's make this quick! Quickly! Give us light! Let's have this! Put them down! I shall do it. Very well. It is begun.
Didn't get enough of the architectural beauty of Dust Town? You need old Nadezhda to play tour guide? Know her. I used to run with her. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her. Won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there. Can't help you there, Selrocka. The Carta members keep them real tight. But that's worth something, right? Maybe just a little... I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
I shall do it.
Well, if it isn't my favorite overly tall but generous visitor, how can I be of assistance? You can't. Not unless you find one of those fingerbone tokens her boys carry. Her base has entrances all over the lower city, but they only keep one open at a time. If you want in, you need the token. Well, if you want in while you're still breathing anyway.
Spare a coin? 2 bits for the needy?
What are you trying to do? Kill me?
Spare a coin? 2 bits for the needy?
Keep asking questions like that, and you'll get dragged in soon enough.
human? What's a human doing down here?
Hey there, stranger. 6 bits for a tumble. 2 silvers if you all want to go at once. I weren't talking to you. Hear me? We weren't talking. Hey there, stranger. 6 bits for a tumble. 2 silvers if you all want to go at once. It's everywhere. That's the problem. There's nowhere she can't see you.
That Jarvie is a dangerous one.
Yes? Why is someone like you hanging about Dusttown so much? Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Don't you go asking so many questions. Get you in trouble one day.
I don't know anything. Leave me alone!
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell. Of course. You're back. You got more business for me? Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money. Enough to know she don't fancy strangers asking questions. Her base goes everywhere in Orzammar. You cross her or even talk bad, your bones end up in the lava. Could be, if 30 silver came my way, I might know a bit. Fine. Only Jarvia's men knew all the entrances to her base. But I tell you, I've watched them. They go up to what look like bare walls, and poof, gone. Like there's a secret door. There's one just across the way. Watch long enough, and you'll see. Now you owe me 30 silver. Pleasure doing business. Now you want to buy something, or are we done? That's what I thought.
It shall be done.
Well, look what we have here.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it. Don't kill me! Sorry ancestors! What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all! The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the third house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open. Will you let me go now? Really? Oh, thank you. You're a good person. How do they say it? The ancestors have shown their favor. Bless you.
Very well.
What's the password? Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
We must not be caught off the side. I'll defend yourself! Make a preserve us!
As you say. I shall do it. Very well. I shall do it. It is begun. It is begun. I shall do it. Of course.
I never liked this part. You have won the day.
You need me?
More enemies ahead. Watch out. You should run while you can.
shall do it. As you say.
As you like.
It shall be done. Very well. Very well. It shall be done. Trap right ahead.
Of course.
I shall. Trap right ahead.
is begun. As you say.
Please, stranger. Let me out. Thank you. We've been down here. It's been so long. My friend didn't make it. Just stopped eating one day, and all for a stupid bet.
As you say. It is begun.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
do that for you. Very well. As you say. I shall do it. So, Harrowmont finally realized we're taking the city, yet he still can't be bothered to send his own men. Well, you picked the wrong side, stranger. It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen. Hardly convincing when your blades are covered in my men's blood. Kill them! But leave the pretty one alive. I have plans for her. How are we going to do this? As you say. Ask me anything.
Ah! By all the beards of my ancestors! How did you... Where did you come from? You made a hole in my wall! It does? Oh, sod it. If people find out about this, my business will be ruined. They'll think I have something to do with Jarvia. How? Did you... You did, didn't you? You killed her. And then you climbed out of there into my shop. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm gonna tell them you did it.